Emirates Airline presentation in Strategic Management in International Hospitality and Tourism by Lorraine Simpson. Here we have the contents page. I'm not going to read that out. That just shows you what's included. So, introduction to the company. The main factor is that it was founded in 1985 by Maurice Flanagan. He had a task of launching an airline in 5 months with a £10 million budget. Although the first flight did take place that same year, the first aircraft wasn't bought till 1987. Another interesting fact is that in 2019 they won a Guinness World Record for the most nationalities on a single flight. So the current situation, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, there has been a drop in revenue and drop in passengers. However, it did decrease the fuel price, which for an airline is good. So here's the financial statement. I'm just going to zoom in on that and show you that. As you can see, there has been a decrease in numbers. So markets, the company operates in Dubai. They had their first marketing campaign launched in 2012, which was so competitive it is still in use today. And it aimed to engage with the younger audience through the use of technology. And their main consumers at the moment are business. So their mission and portfolio, I'm not going to discuss all of this. They aim to connect the world from Dubai. They have a range of products and services available, such as layback seats and charging ports and showers on board. That's mainly on the A380. They've got a loyalty scheme known as Emirates Skywards, which allows passengers to gain points every time they fly with Emirates, and in exchange for those points they can get an upgrade. And they've won several awards such as Best Airline, which they are still labelled as today. The mission statement, they want to be the most recognised airline and the leader in aviation. They have several key values, and their main competitors are Air France, Air Lithuania and Qatar Airlines. Their main goal is to stay on top of competition through the use of technology and offering products and services that other airlines don't offer. For example, the showers on board is a unique Emirates special, let's call it. So Porter's 5 framework, we've got 5 different forces. We've got the threat of new entry, which is medium risk because there are several barriers that new airlines coming into aviation do face, and if they don't meet the certain requirements, they are unable to enter the same market as Emirates, which therefore would be a barrier for them. So competitive rivalry, that's high risk because while there is competition, there will always be threats to the airline. Supplier power, which is we'll start with buyer power. So the buyer power, obviously, when it comes to consumers, Emirates Airlines have more consumers than their competition. And also, as they are able to operate at a low-cost carrier cost, this gives them a competitive advantage against them, but also puts them at risk with low-cost airlines, as they are also competition against Emirates. So the supplier power, there's several suppliers who contribute to running Emirates, which is catering, cabin crew, ground operations. These different these suppliers do allow Emirates to stay competitive, as like I said, when it comes to stuff that they offer, it is different to what other airlines offer in some cases. And also Emirates are very good at looking after their staff, which is another bonus. Now, threat of substitution, that's threat of people switching. Due to Emirates offering different things that other airlines don't, it is very unlikely that unless a customer prefers a low-cost airline, it isn't very likely that Emirates are at threat of losing lots of customers. So we've got the pestle analysis here. I'm just going to show that. So we've got the 6 factors of that. I'm just going to quickly point out political, obviously, because Emirates operate in Dubai, they follow Dubai's laws, not anything that's global. Economic, they earn a lot of money. Social, cultural, they have a lot of different staff working for them. And I can't go into any more because we haven't got time, but yeah, you can see that. And then we've quickly got the SWOT analysis, which you can see strengths are competitive. They offer lots of different products and services, and they're very culturally absorbed. Weaknesses, like competition's also a weakness, and we've got opportunities, like the fact that they are able to promote Dubai also promotes Emirates. And threats, competition, like I said, while there's competition there'll always be threats. And lack of demand equals lack of business. So yeah, there you can see it. That's what's included. And then the conclusion, you can just see what we've touched up on, just a few key points. Thank you.